The record spins around, you recognize the sound, well, it's underground.
You know that we're down with what you like.
And that is how I'm bringing on our Thursday that I didn't know we were going to post. Everyone, I know I sent out a Facebook post this morning saying we weren't going to even have a Thursday post.
We can't stay away from you. Happy Thursday. Happy Baby Friday.
Thank you. There were some things that I needed to hash out with him.
We've done some hashing.
Regarding this.
Yes, we have done much hashing.
Anyway, it's just production problems and things like that. Like, who would think that our little tiny show...
We have casts of thousands. We have a set crew and everything, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Issues. Come on. Like, what?
No issues.
Okay, so
No issues.
we kind of did another little song because I'm laughing because do what you like. And we're like, well, because he likes to go on live in the morning when we're filming this. And,
I do.
And I'm like, I'm indifferent. I really don't care. And I just post the video later in the afternoon, and even though it's a morning show. And then we also have our YouTube channel, which hey, please go over there and subscribe. If you
Go to
haven't,
YouTube
please.
right now.
We need more subscribers.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
And
I'm putting the link in the comments right below.
Absolutely. So hang out with
for
us.
Facebook friends.
It is so binge worthy to watch the crazy things that we do. That's like the T-Rex typing.
I think I was losing my mind this morning, honey, and you didn't get the timer. It's okay.
Do what you like.
People that have been watching us and coming on, it feels kind of cool. Like, people actually find us somewhat entertaining.
I do. And here's the thing.
And look who's standing next to me. It's Joker.
No. You don't know. You have been asking me to do big things and think big, and one of the books that we're reading, and is this right here. So Steve Harvey,
yeah, he would wear that jacket.
Look, actually, yes, he would. I think I might be wearing the same jacket.
Yeah, I think you are. It is a Steve Harvey jacket.
It's a Steve Harvey jacket.
Wow, that's
so there
cool.
you go.
All right.
Great book, by the way. Act Like a Success. Think Like a Success. That's one of the... I'm reading like 10 different books right now.
You have to keep up with Bill Gates' book reading that he does.
I do.
He reads, like, we were watching his mini-series thing that he has on Netflix, and he reads like 40 books a week or something. I don't know. It was like crazy.
No, it's not that. But he carries a bag full of books everywhere he goes. And he knows about...
10 days. Whatever it is.
Everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here we are. We made it.
Yes, we did. We didn't know again. Anyway, so you're doing good. Yes, honey. Today felt exactly like fall, like a first day of fall.
Felt like it should.
Yeah, like there was a cool breeze and like no humidity or low humidity.
It was good.
And it was good, yeah. I liked it.
I did too. I am going to try live on camera, but not live because we don't do live.
Did you see me? I'm like, we're live?
Yeah. I'm tasting coffee with honey directly from the farms of our friends, the Zukauskases.
You call them juice?
Zhu.
I thought they were Zuzkauskas.
Zhukauskas.
Okay. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry, Rasa and Arunis.
Come correct us. Interesting.
Oh, good.
Very good.
Yeah.
I like it. So it takes...
And your cold brew? Let me try it.
Okay. And so I have many
this
drinks.
Isn't cold.
That's not cold. So here's my cold brew. I make this every night.
Okay, I'm sorry. I love honey, but I don't know if I like it. No.
I was lying a little bit with that. It could be an acquired taste. But this is good. Try this. This is my cold brew, masterfully brewed. I'm a brew master. What do you think?
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like my coffee
like
stronger, Stronger. No, I do like the sugar and cream in it, but I would take that cold brew stronger, like a stronger taste, yeah.
So yesterday we got to share one of my favorite stories.
I'm drinking all around this morning.
I know we got all these cups.
Yeah.
I normally have water sitting here, which I don't.
Okay.
Yesterday we got to share one of my favorite stories.
Yes, I know.
The story of the bobcat. It brought up a lot of memories. And this morning I get.
If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
You got to see it. Like if you will know us if you watch that story. And so this morning.
Yeah.
I'm coming back from my run. Just a mile. I didn't do too much. Just a mile. Got into the beauty, and I come back, and there were. Have you seen these birds that have been hanging out in our front yard?
Yeah, the red birds.
No,
because I saw a couple of them. So cardinals.
We live on an island, and so we get these larger birds.
Yes.
And
and I don't even know what they are.
Our kids, I don't either. They're big. They're like big. Big. And one of them has a head like the size almost of a bowling ball. It's pretty big.
Oh, wow.
And our kids,
I haven't seen that one.
I don't know if you knew this, but our kids actually named.
Oh, they have names.
The bird. Yeah. So there was a family that remember the Gants were going to come visit us. And so I think this is how the birds got their name, but the birds have now been named after the Gants. And so we have we have Janie, we have Tony, and we have Mike. And I don't know if Jessa is here yet.
Okay. Wow.
So anyway,
I didn't know that you guys came to visit. Janie.
They didn't,
Tony.
But their birds live with us forever.
Yeah.
So Tony has been in our front yard for like a couple weeks. Since they said they would come and visit and they didn't.
Okay.
The bird's been here.
Oh, okay.
And Tony, he's very large, and he just like I get home and he's like picking and then he kind of chews and he just looks at me, and I look at him and I kind of walk in. Well, like at first I'm like, this is cool. I have a bird in my yard.
Yeah.
But now he's like looking at me like, what am I doing here? Like I'm in his yard.
Oh my gosh!
So,
are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was Tony.
That's hilarious.
That's Tony for you.
Oh my goodness. That's funny.
The animals. Always fun with animals and kids. That's what we have lots of animals. What's
and we always talk about animals.
Do we have any? Please tell me there's like an animal in our news today. I love animal news stories.
Okay, he never knows exactly what I'm going to talk about. Just like how he gives me his jokes at the end of the video.
You're getting live reaction usually. Today I'm queued up on one of these. I think I overheard a story.
Okay. So this news report and there's a couple, but it includes the bobcat.
Yes. You went
the
with
bobcat.
That one. You were okay.
All right, the first one.
Made the final cut.
Bobcat removed from inside Oregon school. So he was basically. Oh, did you want to say something?
I'm just like, they didn't let him graduate. They just like removed him. I think it's kind of cool. Keep going. Bobcat is.
Okay, so he was caught wandering inside of the school in Eugene, Oregon,
with no hall pass.
I guess those kind of things happen out there, and no hall pass. I'm trying to catch his jokes. Like I don't catch him, and he'll say things like yesterday you were saying something about some people being stuffed or something, and I'm like, what? I caught it later when I was editing the video. Okay, so he was walking around while the kids were in class, and anyway, he was safely removed and given over to you to stuff. No, I'm kidding.
I would totally take that.
He would, because remember he said yesterday that he really wants a bobcat.
Yes, I do.
One day.
I want one.
A stuffed one.
I must have one.
So, bobcats, run away from him. All right. The other one is...
wait. So the idea is he was there and he gets safely removed. That's the end of the story? Do we know anything? Was he rehabbed with some sort of GED program since he was removed from the school?
Probably.
Was he given
set free?
I need to know about his career. So he's ejected from high school. How does he apply for jobs now?
I don't really
Didn't complete. Okay.
I don't.
Bobcats.
This one's funny though. Oh my gosh. Because I listened to the video. Okay, Tennessee woman rescues kitten that turns out to be a bobcat.
Another in the bobcat news today.
Okay, so she saw this kitten just kind of, or the bobcat. She didn't know it was a bobcat. She thought it was a little kitten and running across the road. So she pulls over and she's like calling it. And then she picks it up and she puts it in her car, and she said he's just crawling all over. And she said, no joke, she said she had plans to bathe it and put it in bed with her and maybe stuff it. But no, she was going to keep it because it was a cute little kitten. And so she started sharing the news with her friends, and they said, that's a bobcat. And she's like, oh, okay, well, maybe that's not a good idea to put it in bed with me. Anyway, so
that reminds me.
She called the wildlife services, and they rescued the bobcat.
Not the lady. They didn't rescue the lady.
They rescued her, too.
They rescued the bobcat from the lady. Because it was in a dress.
And that wasn't one of those, there's myths going. I remember I was told, and I thought it was real until I found out it was one of those old wives' tales.
What?
Or whatever. Not an old wives' tales. What is it? Like just something.
Urban legend?
Urban legend. Mm-hmm. That's right. About the water dog or Haitian water dog or something.
Hold on, that was never true? I thought that happened to your friend.
Yeah,
but that was told.
Okay, maybe she heard it and she thought it was her friend and she retold the story, or maybe she was just joking with me the whole time, because back then I used to be like that, kind of like naive like that, where I believed everything. And remember the guy that told me, he's like, there's a cat burglar out loose, and I said, oh my gosh, I need to be careful about my cat. Somebody's walking around stealing cats.
Unless.
And I was totally serious, and he's looking at me like, oh my gosh, are you serious?
I think that's what happened that's how they called the lady with the bobcat, and they said, yeah, it was cat burglary.
That's
we've got to protect from that. So we go full circle right there.
Yeah. So.
Yeah?
I guess so, babe.
I
guess so. All right. What's up?
Show and tell. I have with me, oh my gosh, the lid's going to come off, a little bit of...
Somebody's been eating that honey.
Urine. This is a urine specimen.
Honey?
I'm kidding. No, it's honey.
Ew.
It's honey. This is honey, and when it's one of the only, I think it's the only thing out there in the whole world that's a food source that you can eat that doesn't have to be stored or refrigerated. It keeps itself like it doesn't go bad. Pretty neat.
Really? Wow, that's cool.
And I don't know if you ever, what your experience is with honey. Have you ever had too much honey?
Too much.
And it makes your
I've had it before. I can only take a little bit of it.
Right. Same with ice cream, same with cake or whatever. I think that's with certain things. I think as we're putting together this life that we love.
Okay.
Right. I think we need to include a little bit of honey.
Yes.
In what we're doing. And I talk to so many people. I think that we're addicted in America to something called the grind, and work so hard that it makes you hate your life. And and it's really, the roots of that are interesting. It's Roman by nature, and even before that, it might more of like the Greek. And so, if you've watched or ever heard of like Spartans, this is Sparta, the 300. Ever heard of that? So a lot of that mentality has trickled down, where it's like you hate yourself enough to treat yourself so badly that you make yourself so strong that nothing can hurt you.
Right. Yeah.
You take that into the workforce, and people it's like they do that, and then they expect when they retire to be able to have a little bit of honey. But I think, and I believe, and we've kind of been proving, that you can actually just have honey all along the way.
Right.
You're my honey. But it's like, so I guess the question is like, when you see that, like, what would you say to someone that is hating life? And how, like, what are some ways that someone can add sweetness or happiness into their days instead of waiting until the weekend, or waiting until retirement, or waiting and adopting this grind and hate myself mentality? Well,
first, I think that it's definitely a mindset change of what are you believing, because you can believe that in order to get the good thing at the end, you have to go through this bad stuff. And even though, yes, crap happens, bad things happen, but when you start thinking like, what if I started believing that good things are always going to happen to me, good things are happening to me, and just walking in that, not kind of like with rose-colored glasses, because why can't we? Why couldn't we just wear those rose-colored glasses? Well, people would tell you, well, honey, you don't know, and you never know, and, this can happen, and bad things happen. Life is crappy and hard, and that's how it is. But one day, maybe you'll be blessed with a good life.
So it's like your whole life, you're like prepping for the worst.
Right. So, and when you start to hear that from the early days of growing up, you see your parents and complaining and talking about this, that, blah, 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 blah. My question is, can we reprogram our mind to say, you know what? I am not going to live thinking that crap is going to happen to me. Kind of like we're talking about the vulnerability. Like, can we just embrace the good and the happy? What happens if we do that? Will it, it's hard work, and it's right here. The hard work is here because we're trying to like protect ourselves like this. But also what you were saying about like, could we enjoy something good now? Yeah, same thing. I think that you can step into something that is right there. You just have to find it.
I work with a lot of people who go through a lot of stress with what they're doing. So like people whose whole companies are looking to them or whatever. And so you can adopt this whole thing of like, something might fall apart, so I have to consider everything and I have to cover all the and you can do that, and that might help to like a degree. Mm-hmm. But usually like when something difficult comes, I don't think you can predict it.
Right.
I mean, it's going to happen. Yeah. And so all of those years and time of you crusting yourself up, you basically spent not enjoying and appreciating what I would actually call life.
Right.
Because I think another interesting thing about honey is it's made by drones. Right. Right? Did you want to hold it?
No, I was going to say, so...
Careful, the lid.
Go ahead and finish, because...
But
I was going to say something else.
Well, the thing is that we can be drones also. Mm-hmm. And that's just where you're going through the same thing, and like if you don't know why you're waking up or going to sleep, eventually it's gonna lead you to into a place of depression. If you're not creating and doing something from inside and putting it on the outside of this world, every one of us is made to create. I don't care if you're musical or artistic or not, you're made to create. And if you're not, that's going to lead to anger and resentment and all of those things. Like, we're supposed to take this thing and live it on the outside, but you have to be able to, I guess, like give yourself the pass to have something sweet.
Right.
And it's not like, no, wait till you're done with your dinner before you eat your dessert. Sometimes eat dessert first.
But grandma or mom or somebody else would tell you, you can't do that. You can't. But then we ask the question, well, why can't we? Why not? Ooh, that's on dangerous ground right there.
It is. Don't cross grandma. Don't cross grandma. So I guess the challenge is, and I feel the time even though we don't have a timer.
Yeah.
The challenge is what story do you need to rewrite? Yeah. Where have you told yourself something has to be this long slog of a difficult, draining fight? Yeah. Where have you told yourself that you have to accept boring, mundane, and crappy instead of being open to something beautiful and joyful and wonderful? And so I would ask, like, look at those. So it's a little bit of an examination. And then I would say, what little things can you do that, like a bobcat would do for me? What little things can you do that would make you enjoy yourself, enjoy your day, and laugh even when no one else in the whole world understands? You understand, and you know that you're alive and excited about it. What little moments can you do today? Is it a walk? Is it a book? Is it watching a TV show? What is it?
Mm-hmm. And the thing that came to mind is that there's honey all around us, but sometimes we don't know how to find it. So but you can if you start looking for it. Well, know that you're going to find it. That's the thing. Because you can look all day and all your life. But if you have a mindset to say, I'm going to find that honey, then you will.
If you say I'm going to find it versus I hope to have it one day or whatever, it changes everything.
Yes.
Your brain is programmed to look for things and recognize those things that you're looking for.
Yeah.
So put that in there and think about it. You ready for the joke?
I am.
All right.
Throw it to me.
Yes. Here we go. I love these. Here we go. So, in the old days they'd have duels, right?
Yes.
So a man shows up to a duel armed with only a pencil and paper.
Okay.
Then he proceeded to draw his weapon.
Okay.
Wrong.
Oh, no.
Wrong.
I know, I get it.
All right. One more, just for the road.
Okay.
Did you hear about the girl whose mom had entered her into a beauty pageant? She got arrested for actually administering Botox to her daughter.
Oh my.
Right, and
Wow.
she got arrested, and her daughter didn't look surprised.
Wow. Okay. Okay, I think you did that one before, didn't you?
Her daughter didn't look surprised? Come on! Get it? Botox? She can't look surprised?
She can't because
right, when I have
it
to
does
explain
something to your
back
brain.
to the drawing board.
Not your brain. I mean your forehead. I'm like, it does something to your brain. I mean your forehead. Anyway.
Hey.
Have a wonderful day, and we will talk later. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for hanging with us.